Alright, Shalom. All praises go to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of the Great Millstone. I want to give salutation to my fellow brethren around the four corners of the earth that's speaking this word with truth and sincerity, you know. And basically, just gotta a couple of precepts just how you gotta just, when you come into the truth, you just gotta prepare your soul for temptations, as the scriptures say, as you see, you know. And you gotta take on the chastisements cheerfully, you know, because that's just a sign by faith that Yahweh Shema Shah is dealing with you, you know. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna read on from the first verse in Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation." Right, man, because being in the truth is not easy. You're gonna always have to deal with, adversities. Coming down to a low position. Rather you losing a job, or you struggling with your rent, or your car payment, or child support, or whatever. Whatever bills you got, or whatever you struggling with, you gotta being able to prepare your soul for that, because speaking on my behalf, I've been in truth for like a year, and next month will be a year. And since I've been in the truth, I lost probably like 3 or 4 jobs already. So I ain't never happened to me prior to me coming to the truth. So that's just a sign that maybe the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with me, by faith. It says, verse 2, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." Right. So constantly endure all these temptations, because it's only going to get worse, because these just the beginning of sorrows, it's only going to travaileth like a woman, as the scripture says, because what does a woman do when she's having birth pains? The contractions keep getting worse and worse, as the baby is about to come out the womb, So that's the same thing with this truth. The more knowledge wisdom we get, the more and the more closer our salvation comes near, the more temptations we're gonna have to deal with. But we're gonna have to endure, because this is only making us stronger as a whole, as a person, as an individual, as a man, So he just doing it right now. So when the big play happens, which is Jacob's trouble, we won't be surprised, because we already have been going through all these afflictions, from earlier in the year and so on, This is continue on. This is verse 3. It says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away." Right, cleave unto Yahweh Shema Shai, call upon him on his right name, and his only begotten son by his right name, follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, don't lose your faith in this truth, push the videos out when you can, throughout the week, and go on the highways and byways week in, week out, and don't quench the spirit, because that's just the Lord dealing, speaking through you, through his spirit into you, for you to bring out the word, whatever situation you're dealing with at the time, It says that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, right? Because the scripture says, knowledge, just roughly paraphrasing it, knowledge shall be increased at the latter ends, and that's true. So by we coming to in the last days, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to increase, because we're going to need this in order to protect us from our enemies, from the 2/3, because 2/3 of our people are our enemies, because they wicked, you know, and from the heathen nations, starting on with Esau, so-called white man, and the other heathen nations, you know. And so you know, you got to get, you know, try to study, brothers, just, you know, just try to study more, you know, be in a book more, watch videos more, and just, you know, because you never know, that might be your last day, you know, watching the videos, because, you know, the famine of word is surely coming, as Amos 8:11 says, you know, from all, because these devils is getting scared that the truth is coming out, you know. It says, verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right, you know, take cheerfully, you know, because that's just a sign that the Lord is dealing with you, you know, by faith, you know, because I heard one of the brothers say, you know, in one of the videos, you know, if you're not dealing with temptations, if you're not, you know, dealing with afflictions, then the Lord must not be dealing with you, you know, and that's true, you know, and I can testify to that, you know, so, you know, but just take that in mind, you know. It says, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, right? You know, because a lot of brothers, you know, prior to coming to the truth wasn't patient. But when you come into the truth, you got to be patient. You know, you got to, you know, patient means to suffer, you know, so you got to suffer, you know, and the Lord will always bring you out of those afflictions, whether it's at the last minute, you know, whether it's 2 days or 3 days or however, you know. He always gonna deliver you out the situation you in, you know. He may even have your enemy help you, even though that's your enemy, but he still somehow is gonna deliver you out that situation, you know. It says, it says verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, right? Because when gold is put in the fire, all the minerals, you know, are cleansed, and it takes a while for it to you know, for that to happen. So you know, the Yahweh Shema Shai reference to gold, because we got the knowledge of understanding, you know. So the fire is all the afflictions you got to go through, you know. It's gonna take a while for that gold to be pure, you know. So it's gonna take a while for us to endure, you know, endure all these temptations, you know, because at the end of the day, we got a great reward coming to us. You know, we just got to keep our faith, you know, and, you know, keep telling our people who they are, you know, it's blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, so-called, that they're the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, and that, you know, if you don't get right, then the Lord gonna kill you. You know, it's already prophesied that 2/3 of our people gonna be put to death. You know, so we already know we already know majority of our people not gonna listen, but that still don't justify the fact that you shouldn't be going out there, you know, on the highways and byways week in, week out, you know. So I'm gonna continue the scriptures. It says, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, right? You know, so you know, the Lord accepts man that goes through you know, through afflictions, you know, because what the scriptures also say, you don't know a friend, um, just roughly paraphrase it, you don't know a friend um, in adversity, you know. You don't know a true friend when you will know a true friend while you're going and while you're dealing with, you know, temptations. And so that's the same thing with the Lord. So he got to try you to see if you really what you're talking about, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In verse 6, it says, believe in him and he will help thee order thy way right, and trust in him, right? You know, because if you believe in Yahweh Shema Shai and not believe in your oppressors, you know, your oppressors, which is so-called white men, put you in this position. So why would you believe in your oppressor, you know, rather than the Most High that made the oppressor, that made your oppressor, you know? So the scriptures also say, woe unto them that go to Egypt for help, which is spiritual Egypt. This is America is spiritual Egypt, you know. Esau is a modern day Pharaoh, you know, modern day king, you know, and he's afflicting us, the children of Israel, as we speak, you know, in today's day, you know. So it's the same thing that's happening over and over again. The scriptures also say that nothing is new under the sun. So um, what what shall be what shall be done, which is already done, already has been. It's roughly paraphrasing it. It says um, order thy way right and trust him right. Try to be righteous in all things. Pray to the Most High daily. Whether it's 2-3 times a day or once, or however many times. Brothers got different lots. So, but the main point is just keeping that relationship with Yahweh Shemel Rashad, because during Jacob's trouble, you're going to be praying more often than you was now, so, that's just something to think about, Now I'm going to get a couple more scriptures that I'm be done with the lesson. It says, verse 7, says, ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall, right? Because a lot of brothers, that come into the truth, they fall out because they don't fear the Lord, and you gotta be patient in this truth. A lot of brothers not patient, so what they do, they end up falling out, So you don't want to be another story of Great Millstone, going around and on every YouTube page of the brothers, speaking out like this brother, fall out the truth, and now he bugged out, got demons on him. You don't want to be like that, brother. So make sure you trust in the Lord, because the Lord will do that to you. He'll add, roughly paraphrased, and the scriptures say, add 7 more demons to him. So, that's why you just gotta fear Yahweh Shemel Shah, because he can do anything to you. So that was pretty much it, the lesson, and just wanted to get to that, brothers, just endure chastisement and afflictions, because the Lord would get you out your situations, man, for real. He really would. Whether it's at the last minute or rather, he do it right away. But just keep calling on him with them prayers, and he'll hear them. The angels record everything, so he hears you. So just don't depart from the faith and from this truth, and the Lord got you, man. Yahweh Shem outside got you, man. Just just endure hardness like a soldier, as the scriptures say. For Yahweh Shai's sake. So that's pretty much it. So Lord willing, that this video was edifying, and till next time, I say Shalom.